This video is going to show you the blueprint you need to achieve your dream physique. Everything you need from the foundations to getting where you want to be, to achieving some goals, and then reaching the very top. If you don't know me, my name is Jackson Pitsakis. I bought this gym here at 19 years old. Wow, pretty cool. I started weightlifting, achieved my dream physique, and now am moving into the boxing scene and trying to take over there as well. I went from a completely degenerate kid, smoking weed, completely socially anxious, to being successful in all of these areas, getting my dream physique, owning a gym at 19, making heaps of money. And now my job is to help other young guys achieve these results because I know what it did for me, I know how much it changed my life, and that's all I want to do is help you. I'm not going to include any bullshit in this. It's going to be the simple, basic schematics that you need to achieve the body that you want and get the results in the gym that you want in your physicality. It doesn't have to just be in building that aesthetic V-taper TikTok physique. It can be in any physique that you want. This is just a blueprint to get your dream physique. I hope you understand that. Like any good blueprint, we're going to start with the foundations. The foundations of a good physique, of this building that we're going to build eventually, the taller the building in this analogy, the bigger and stronger and more happy you are with your physique. The foundations for this building, what everything is going to be built upon is your daily habits. Sure, the foundations are boring. Nobody talks about the foundations of the Burj Khalifa. Actually, it actually is pretty interesting because there's all like these wind resistance information, but that's for smart people. If you're dumb, you're going to be like, wow, look how tall that building is. That's sick. You're not going to talk about all the deep stuff that goes underground, literally underground, to hold this building together. These foundations are going to be your underground, your stronghold to keep you going, and the higher you build, the stronger you're going to need this foundation. Daily habits may include being active every day. It does not have to be training every day. Doing something active every day. Go for a walk for all I fucking care. This is just the basics, the foundation. As long as you're doing something active every day, you're more likely to train every day, and that's going to be in the next section. Cutting the BS is super important. You have to stop drinking poison before you go to war. Does that make sense? You have to stop chopping down your building at the base and breaking it and blowing it up before you start building it taller. You start doing this by stopping all of the bad habits that you're doing. This could include jerking off. This could include eating shit food. This could include not training, not being active, laying in bed all day. This could include video games. All of these bullshit activities that are literally chopping you down at the base before you even get the chance to build your building. Cut the BS ASAP, mister. The last thing I want you to focus on for your foundation to build your aesthetic physique, to build your dream physique, is focus. You're going to enhance your focus a lot by cutting out all of the bullshit to start, because that takes up so much of your brain power. Imagine freeing up an extra 20% of your brain to achieve your goals. Think about what you can do with 10% of your brain. Like if you're just half trying in school and you get like an A grade, like I used to do because I was a savant type autistic genius. If you applied yourself 100%, which I don't think you're going to do to start, but the ability to be focused and stay focused on one thing is what you're going to need to succeed. This is going to be in the foundation section. You're not going to be able to do anything without this. Any of these things, if you fuck up, everything's going to crumble. Stay focused on these. As boring as they are, these are the most important things. Everything else gets shiny up the top. Here is the meat. This is going to be the meat, the bulk of your building that is going to be built upon the foundation. So you've got your daily habits, the fundamentals that you need to do. Now you can start getting a little bit more extra. For example, if it's focus, it could be focusing on your diet. If it's being active, it will be being active in the gym. Training properly. If you want the polarized split, I own a business called Polarize where we help young men like you gain muscle, and we've got a free workout split that I can send you. Just send me a DM. It should be the first link in the description, or just text me on Instagram. I can send that through to you. But if you stay active in the gym, build upon that foundation of activity, of you staying active every day, and just make it in the gym instead of just walking around your house, that's going to be a 10x. This is the meat. And now that you've cut out all the bullshit habits, what you can do is build good habits. So after you've cut the bullshit, only after you've set this foundation, should you start adding good habits. For example, meditation to improve focus. You've cut out your shit diet, so now you can add good foods in. I would go for a whole foods diet personally. I run through all of this in the Polarize program. First link in the description, completely free. Once you stop eating the shit, once you stop stabbing yourself in the foot, once you stop cutting the building down from the bottom, that's when you build upon it. That's when you stop eating shit food, start eating really good food. Even like some superfoods if you're getting all crazy. Meat, eggs, meat, eggs. That's all I would focus on right now for you. Once you stop consuming bullshit Fortnite content or any content like just unrelated, like, oh my God, neon, just rizzed up speed or some bullshit. What you can start focusing now is gym content, like these videos you're doing right now. You could already be at this phase. If you need to break some stuff down and start from the start, rebuild the foundation first. But gym content. Start learning a bit more, studying a bit more, using that content consumption that used to be bullshit for now a good purpose. Does that make sense? This is the meat and eggs, the foundation of your building. Now that this is nice and strong, because you've been doing all of these things, you've been building that middle part super strong as well, just as strong as the foundation, but getting a little bit more fancy, we can start getting to the peak. Once you've rebuilt this foundation, and once you've sorted out your meat and eggs, you're above like 85% of people, especially if you're like about here. Well, this is basic maths, but 50% is the average. So you're above at least 50% here. And if you keep doing these extra habits, like focusing on gym content instead of bullshit Fortnite content, if you're eating better foods, whole foods diet, meat and eggs, instead of eating just like Nando's, and Nando's is all right. I would eat some Nando's every now and then, be a bit cheeky, but I would not go for anything like obviously fast food and bullshit like that, but you already know that. Even Zambreros, anything that's really too quick, too easy, it's easy for a reason. It's because it's karmically not meant for you. But once you're about here, you're above 50% of people. You've built a really good foundation. I'll be honest, the competition's very low at the moment, so I would put 50% of people probably at the bottom of this building. There are some genuine subhumans out there that are doing so much bullshit and you can't even like, you can tell, you can look in their eyes and just see that they're like a shell of a human being. They're subhumans. 50% of people. Once you're here, you're at about the 80% mark. Now the peak is where you want to get to the top 1%. If you're going to be talking about an aesthetic physique, this will be more mindset obsession related. This is the deep, dark desires that you need to focus on at this point. Obsession and sacrifice. These are some of the most controversial things, but this is exactly what the pinnacle of the pinnacle, the peak of the peak do to win. They obsess and they sacrifice anything they need to get what they want, to get to the very top. If you think of a world-class bodybuilder, he's sacrificed literally his bodily mobility. He can't even reach behind his back. He can't even do normal activities super well. Can't even get up the stairs without being gassed out to achieve this goal of being an insane bodybuilder. Obsession and sacrifice, sacrificing time with your family and friends, breaking up with girls to get the goal that you want. If you want to breach this 80% and reach the peak, which I don't understand why you would want to live this life and not reach the peak that you can. But this is what you need to do. You need to sacrifice things that you love and start doing things that you hate to reach the top. At this phase, you're going to get people starting to tell you, probably your friends and family, those closest to you, to start, oh, you're doing too much now. Like you're going to the gym 6 times a week. You're force feeding yourself too much, you're eating too much. It's usually about doing too much. If these people aren't where you want to be, don't listen to them. It's a pretty simple litmus test. If you're listening to a person that is giving you advice and you don't want to be like them, you're a bit of a spastic. Only listen to people that you want to be like. And you have to know people. Don't just like listen to some clip some YouTuber said on TikTok, some 4-second clip, and like give your whole life advice to that person, because you might not want to be like them. They might not actually be super happy people. You don't know the background of their life. I would do this with people that you know quite intimately, maybe people that you work with, and take certain advice from them. For example, if somebody's got a happy marriage, maybe take marriage advice from them. If you've got a single mate who's not getting any girls, would you take dating advice from them? Probably not. In our community, we have a bit of a deeper section. This is in our more leveled up community where we talk about these deeper desires that will reach you to the very top after you've achieved these foundations and gotten through the meat and built your building. Once you want to achieve the top results and you're willing to commit to that, we can help you with that. That'll be the second link in the description. There was a period of time where I didn't enjoy eating for about a year straight because I would be force feeding myself every single meal just to gain some size, and I would be eating shit food that I didn't like. Enjoying eating, that's a big sacrifice to make. You do that 3, if you're bulking 4 times a day, that's a big one. Breaking up with partners is another big one. If you're willing to break up with a girl that is holding you back, break up with a girl that is not supporting you towards your dream, you are 100% more likely to achieve that dream. And I guarantee you will find someone like I did who will actually support you on that dream, because there are girls out there like that. And I would look for them. Don't commit yourself to some flimsy girl who's dragging you all over the place, making you feel crazy. There are stable girls out there, and there's plenty of them. Just, you have to level yourself up a bit first, clearly, if you're with some ragtag bitch. I hope this building analogy made sense, and if you need the blueprint to fix your life, free community in the description below. Thank you very much for watching. My name is Jackson Patsakis. I will see you in the next video.